Good evening. Oh, no, not again. That was their horrified cry as millions of screaming Australians fled in terror from their television sets today. For the cause of their mass panic horror, Peter Gravy reports from Canberra.
Just when you thought it was safe to watch a current affairs program or open a newspaper, this man returns like a feed of fried onions.
I don't know, but just overplaying it totally.
Yes, it's former Prime Minister Malcolm Fraser, proving once again that life is not just meant to be serious, but sometimes excruciatingly painful. In the biggest return since Lazarus, the NARK from NAREEN will now be doing to South Africa what he did to the Australian Constitution, pensioners' savings, Sibylle Snedden, and the 1980 resources boom. The greatest living Australian hailed the move as the most exciting political appointment since Senator Vince Gear was foisted on the Irish.
Ken, my expectation is in respect of the range of issues you're contemplating. I would just say that Malcolm is a distinguished Australian with a faultless 100% successful record of getting rid of people he doesn't like. Present company excluded, of course. And I think it demonstrates my political brilliance. Aye, all right?
Meanwhile, alone in the wilderness, a wee small voice called a wee small news conference to explain how relaxed he was about the horror news.
Yeah, well, that may be your interpretation of what I've just said, but I've given my answer, and nothing you say or do is going to make me change that answer or add to it in any way, other than to say that my position on the matter is clear, and I don't propose to discuss the matter anymore in any way whatsoever.
I think this is where I came in. Peter Gravy, Canberra.
Foreign news now. The United States. Horror, free love, chaos. As His Divine Loveliness, the bagwash Shri Boom Shaboom, was arrested by the feds while trying to flee to Bermuda. YABLONSKI reports.
The bearded bagwash is sharing his cell in Carbuncle County Jail in SPHINCTER, North Carolina. The charge? Crossing state borders with bad breath and B.O. Lawyers for the bagwash deny the charge. They claim he was simply trying to get to the Swiss bank account before former girlfriend Ma Anand Shanky. The bagwash himself says he is not concerned.
Oh, my goodness gracious me. All is most wonderful. I am immediately urging you all to send as much money as possible, isn't it? Addressed to me personally. His Divine Loveliness, the bagwash Shri Boom Shaboom, Carbuncle County Jail. Please be very, very quick.
The Carbuncle District Attorney says the bagwash will be arraigned. The Guru's followers say there will be a fire sale of second-hand Rolls Royces early next week. Chuck Yablonsky, Sphincter, North Carolina.
And finally now, all the news in sport and the details from Rock's
Thank you, Brian. Good evening. And thank you, Brian. Well, frankly, I don't mind admitting it, I was flabbergasted. The Australian Meeting and Greeting Championships got underway in Melbourne this week with a top-quality field of starters. Should be one of the best meeting and greeting clash fixtures we've seen in the country. Just check our instant action up your nose replay, and here are the two British contestants. These, in fact, are the British champions, the Torval and Dean of British Meeting and Greeting, and 3 times winners of the Duke of Edinburgh Award for waving. Like a good crowd, it shows here, you can see it on their faces, and over the next few days we can look forward to some great welcoming before the plucky British couple go on to America for the US World Series grovel next week. And there's a spot. Back to you, Brian.
Thanks, Rocks. The way it is for Friday, November 1, 1985. Stand by now for tonight's giant blockbuster movie premiere, Mad Mal 3 Beyond Blunderdome.